On behalf of the Jamaica Agricultural Society and the Denbigh Show 2016 committee to call to order the launch of Denbigh 2016, the 64th staging of the Denbigh Agricultural Show, here on June 1, 2016 at iPro Ace White Mall. Great event, great day, and in fact, we look to the Almighty God for many of His blessings. So welcome to all on behalf of the Jamaica Agricultural Society. The Jamaica Agricultural Society presents the Denbigh Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show 2016 in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Industry, Commerce, rather the Jamaica Forage Clubs, with our major sponsors being iPro Ace and Digicel. The Denbigh Show is the oldest, largest and most dynamic agricultural show in the English-speaking Caribbean and the Western Hemisphere, and one of Jamaica's most iconic events for decades. It was held for the first time in 1952, way before independent Jamaica. Since then, Denbigh has reminded us each year of what we have achieved in agriculture and its related sectors. The Denbigh Show has enjoyed success as the Caribbean premier agricultural event, as it epitomizes the platform of agriculture in addition to wholesome family entertainment, and attracts over 80,000 patrons to the event annually. The 64th annual staging is scheduled for July 30th to August 1, 2016 on the Denbigh Showground, Maypen, Clarendon. We strive to showcase an optimal quality as we aim to attract this year over 100,000 patrons and over 250 exhibitors and sponsors, simply making it the largest and best ever Denbigh. We're also estimating that from this year's show we will generate some $75 million, up 15% over last year, thus making it the biggest Denbigh ever and have a large impact on the commercial activities in Maypen, Clarendon, which we estimate to be about $1 billion. Our admission is adults $900 on day 1 and $1,000 on day 2 and 3, while children will be $400 all 3 days. And our gates will open to the public from 8 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. daily. And just to say, one of the justification for stepping up the admission is that both day 2 and 3 we will be having gospel and then the Digital Rising Star, and of course day 1 will be the Farm Queen competition. The theme for the Denbigh Show 2016 is grow what we eat and eat what we grow through climate smart agriculture. This is very relevant this year, noting the impact, one, of the Eat Jamaican campaign to the Jamaican economy by influencing the domestic growth crop production from, listen to this, 491,000 metric tons in 2003 when we launched the campaign to 615,000 metric tons in 2013, 10 years after the campaign. The Eat Jamaican campaign has also saved the Jamaican economy over that period of time some US $500 million. Our domestic crop production fell in 2014 to 576,000 metric tons of produce, and again fell further in 2015 to 571,000 metric tons, and could have been worse not for the support from the Ministry of Agriculture. But I'd like to note that for those 2 years, back to back, drought affected the agriculture sector in a significant way, where 18,000 farmers were affected, and it cost the agriculture sector some $1 billion each year. So, climate smart agriculture is relevant, and it is also very important, thus the theme. And in fact, today, as we launch Denbigh, June 1, is also when the hurricane season begins. The show, I'd like to take the opportunity by just saluting the farmers of Jamaica, the 220,000 farmers of Jamaica who have worked long, hard, sometimes dressed in short sleeve and tall sleeve and jacket sometimes. But the farmers of Jamaica have done so well for Jamaica, and we need to celebrate the work of our farmers. So I'm told by Jamaica Broilers that we have moved the production of chicken meat up to about 2 million kilograms per week, moving from where we were in December, where there was a glut, and now between January and May, we're up to 2.5 million kilograms. Let us hail the farmers of Jamaica, and we want to commend Jamaica Broilers and Caribbean Broilers. And I want to say to the peers that I understand that there has been a flooding of importation of necks and backs, and to the extent that the chicken farmers have done so well and is doing so well, we want a slowing down of that just to make sure that there is some more support for the buying of the local food. In fact, Mr. Levy, I want us to produce so much chicken in Jamaica that we can produce our own chicken back for our own people. We have done well in other crops, Irish potato, eggs, and what? I can't not talk about Blue Mountain coffee. Because 4 years ago we were paying $2,500 a box for Blue Mountain coffee. Right now, Blue Mountain coffee we're paying our farmers $12,000 a box for Blue Mountain coffee. And that's a big, big increase. And we are now recovering from a 25-year dip in production, where 2 years ago our production dipped to 1.9 million pounds, down from 6 million pounds. And the good news is that this crop we're going to be up to 2.5 million pounds. And that is good news for the Jamaican farmers. And based on these great initiatives, a lot of people are now in coffee planting, and close to 1,000 new acres is going in. So PS, in 4 to 5 years, we'll be getting back up our production to some 5 million pounds of coffee. Blue Mountain coffee, it is good business for the Jamaican economy. The show has become a benchmark for showcasing agriculture, and certainly this is in partnership with our parish agricultural shows island-wide. This year we dubbed these shows Journey to Denbigh, which started with Egg and Mount Pele, St. Mary Agrofest, St. Anne, and the Hanover agricultural shows. And Hanover had their first show today. So in essence, the Denbigh show is a perfect platform for patrons and participants to become exposed to modern trends and opportunities in agriculture and its related industries for all our people, our farmers, including our women and our youth. So the schedule will be as follows. Day 1, July 30th, will be the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Day, and this is Youth in Agriculture Day, led by the Jamaica 4-H Clubs. And I'd like to pause to commend the Jamaica 4-H Club for their tremendous role in engaging the recruitment of young people. Dr. Blake, the executive director, is here. And in April, the 4-H club, Mr. Levy, achieved 105,291 clubites across the length and breadth of Jamaica. So I've passed the baton to a new chairman, and I'm sure that like Usain Bolt, I will just say to him as what Usain said to Asava, run Asava, run, because we want continuous development for our youth. The National Farm Queen coronation is on day 1. Day 2 is the Governor General's Day, and we have iPro Gospel. And day 3 will be the Prime Minister's Day, and in the evening we have Digicel. The patrons will once again be given the opportunity to have a fantastic Denbigh experience. And I'd like us, when we leave here, to talk about the Denbigh experience. So, what is it iPro is doing at Denbigh? A lot of awards day. It is the Denbigh experience. So we'll have Children and Family Village, Health and Wellness Center, the Green Village, Youth and Agriculture, the tourism linkage, nightly entertainment. There will be local and international displays, Denbigh Motor Show, Farmers Market, and Denbigh Food Court, just to name a few. As it relates to the Health and Wellness Center, I know we don't call it village, but we call it a Health and Wellness Center. We will be focusing on asking patrons who come to the Denbigh show to continue the partnership that the JS and Denbigh have with the blood bank, and we'll be asking them to donate blood to the blood bank. Our efforts last year on day 2 and 3 resulted in 52 units of blood being donated, and this we were able to say to our hospitals to support farmers who are not well and needs blood. So this is going to be one of the areas that we're going to be pushing very, very heavily at Denbigh once more. The Denbigh Green Village, this year we introduced the organic agricultural movement, which was introduced from 2012, and in partnership with the Jamaica Agricultural Society. And this year we have the Jamaica Diasporal Agricultural Task Force on board with us this year, and this is a biggie for us because the task force will create a big opening for the 3 million Jamaicans who are overseas. And they are doing 3 things. They partner with us with the Organic Village. They are going to be sponsoring the first national champion farmer for organic farming. And in a month time, the National Farm Queen will leave for the Delaware University on a youth exchange program sponsored by the Jamaican Diaspora Agriculture Task Force. Give them a hand. They're coming big on board. We spoke about the Youth and Agricultural Village, and that will be led by the Jamaica 4-H Club. As it relates to the tourism linkage up, the Minister of Tourism has spoken to me personally to say that he wants to have an interaction at Denbigh. So he wants to make a presentation for 40 minutes to outline to the farmers the opportunity that exists between agriculture and tourism. And they are taking on a live cook-off competition which will demonstrate to the farmers how the products are used. So the linkage will be working. Other competitions that will be there, the National Farm Queen, our Champion Farmer, our Young Champion Farmer competition, Youth in Agricultural Program, the Rudolph Burke competition, which is a parish competition, the Percy Broderick competition, which is an agricultural exhibit competition. And I have good news for you because the Horticultural Society is back on board with us this year, and they will be working with us. There will be the Champion Woman Farmer, the commercial exhibits, the Greenhouse Farmer, the Banana Farmer, the Livestock competition, which include cattle, both beef and dairy, goats goats and sheep, and we are trying for the first time after a very long time to bring the pigs back to Denbigh. We want some dot in the place. Okay, we want some pork in the place. Champion Coffee Farmer Competition, organic farmer, and based on our meeting with iPro, this year we want to have the champion poultry farmer. So those are some of the initiatives that we'll be rolling out. One new feature that we'd like to, two new features that we'd like to tell you about is the Denbigh Promotional and Innovation Village, where we have new products and new service. There will be an area for display and education, and that will come at a slight cost, but we want you certainly to support it in a big way. And we will be launching for the first time what we call the Denbigh Food and Fruit Orchard Demonstration Plot. There's an area that we have identified where we want to plant all the trees and the food that we grow in Jamaica, including our breadfruit program that we just launched, and other crops, just for persons to be able to come, and a part of the strategy that thereafter Denbigh, we can open it up to school tours, etc. And I would like to ask all the sponsors to put your mind in a framework where we can go beyond the Denbigh show that finishes on August 1. The organic farmer competition is a big one, but we are not competing, we are complementing. We know that there is big business for organic farming, but there's also space for the conventional farming. So what we are actually promoting is how we can support all sectors and just get the sectors to mushroom. We have our Denbigh magazine, which we're encouraging you to post, to advertise in. Later on we'll be launching and lighting the Denbigh 2016 torch, which will leave from here to Portland, and then it will move to other parishes right across the island. We expect again to partner with JUTC for the park and ride service, and those discussions have been engaged. On behalf of the Board of Management of the Jamaica Agricultural Society and our over 220,000 farmers, our 20,000 fisher folks, I would like to thank all our sponsors for their absolutely fantastic support and sponsorship. Later on, we will sign a 2-3-year memorandum of understanding, a renewal of those memorandum, iPro and Digicel, and that is to demonstrate the commitment to the product and also that Denbigh is bringing value to their companies and to the agricultural sector. And I'd like to thank them most sincerely for your tremendous support. Let's give them a round of applause. And of course the Ministry of Agriculture, who in fact will continue to support us. And I'm sure they will say the numbers when they come. I have the numbers in my speech, but I would just like to thank you, Digicel and iPro, for those support. I just like to, which is a customary thing, which is not in my timing, Chris, to recognize the sponsors and their commitment to the Denbigh Agricultural Show. The Ministry of Agriculture, who tells me that they're going to step up from 5 million to 10 million this year, Donovan. Jamaica Broilers Group, who invests some $20 million per year into the event, so we expect it to be rolled over for 3 years, so you're talking about 60 million. Digicel, $26.5 million over 3 years, and this is going to be between 2016 and 2019, so we need to give them a round of applause. Delta Supply, $2 million per annum over 3 years, so that is $6 million. Newport Person, $1 million per year, and we're still talking to them. And if Roger was here, he would have applauded Mavis Bank Coffee Factory $1 million. Worthy Park Estate, 500.